Yeah.
I feel more pressure.
You should.
Hi, it's Ashley from Sweet Dreams Bake Shop, and welcome to my 10,000 subscriber celebration video. Now, as per usual, every time I hit a milestone, I have purchased 2 cakes. Now this time around, my husband actually purchased the 2 cakes for me, and it's a complete guess as to what these cakes are. So he told 2 different bakeries, 5 different events in our love story. Now, just to give you a very quick backstory, we are high school sweethearts and we've been together for the past 13 years, and our dating anniversary is actually in February, which really aligns perfectly. Also, it would be kind of fun to have some sort of Valentine's Day themed thing, since Valentine's Day is not too far off either. Each bakery was given $100, and my husband Jordan told them 5 different events in our love story. And he said that they could create whatever they want with whatever mediums they wanted. And I believe you ordered both 6-inch cakes, or the smallest cakes
I ordered
available.
the smallest that they would give, yes.
And the other thing is, I don't know what the flavors are. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over guessing the flavors, guessing which techniques they used, which we won't be able to really confirm, but I will try to tell you to the best of my ability, and I will also try to guess the events that Jordan chose to put into our cake, and I'm also going to be telling you which one I think is most worth it. So let's get into it. So if you guys watched my last cake comparison video, all of the cakes were super hidden from me, but I can kind of see what's going on with these cakes. And everybody chose the method to package, which is where they just kind of leave it open a little bit. So let's look at this first cake. Obviously love. You talked about that we loved each other. And it says happy anniversary on it because it's for our dating anniversary. And Minnie and Mickey Mouse because we go to Disneyland very often. And the music notes because we met in band class is where we actually met.
I also noticed that some of the music notes on here are backwards, but I do appreciate the little mini bow they put on here.
Move on to the next cake.
This is a good one.
This one is super cool. It's interesting because I know that you told them
Both the
exact
same
same
things.
thing,
Yep.
but this one took it in a completely different direction. Here, I'm going to try and guess all of the things that you told them about. Okay, so first of all...
Again, it's the same 5 things.
Yes. Okay, so first, now I'm thinking you told them more different things. Okay, so...
Go ahead.
I feel like I didn't list all 5 things for this.
Nope. You listed as many as you saw, though.
Yeah. Okay, so for here... I'm going to say, okay, of course, Minnie and Mickey Mouse, because we go to Disneyland so often. We also went on a band trip to Disneyland. And then the silhouettes on this cake are really cute. So this looks to me like my daughter Aria and my son Landon. And then just, of course, we have the music. And these music notes are actually facing the right direction, so that is good. Now, this here for me is probably the most fun thing. So I love cheese fries. If you guys saw my Instagram story where I talk about 8 random facts about me, one of the things is that I'll always choose deep fried foods over sweet foods. And this is like the epitome of who I am as an eater. So I love chicken nuggets too. And I love that there is cheese sauce on these fries. It legitimately looks like cheese sauce. It really does.
Yeah. The 5 things that I said to both bakeries were 1, we met in high school band class. 2, we love Disney, Land, World, or any of the Disneys. Number 3, we love snack foods. This was when both of them asked me what kind of snack foods, and I told them that. Both of them.
Oh, they both asked you?
Both asked.
Okay.
I told them we have 2 children, a 1-year-old boy and a 4-year-old girl. I said, number 5, we are very intense in our relationship and everything we do. So I really wanted to give them something like that to see how they would portray intensity.
Intensity is very hard to portray.
I understand that, but like I was expecting like the silhouettes is pretty
Like, were
good.
you expecting an arguing couple?
Or just something, or something like very, I don't know, so much like whimsical or like
bam?
Yeah, something hit you in the face with
I feel like that's a difficult one.
Well, also, the dollar amount. Can I tell you about the dollar amount?
Oh, I thought they were both.
So these guys charged me $100 outright.
Okay.
And I paid it via e-transfer.
Okay.
They took it before though.
Okay.
These guys let me pay at the bakery when I picked it up.
Okay. And you didn't put down a deposit?
Nope, I did not put down a deposit, and the total was $86.
Okay, so it was significantly cheaper.
Yeah, they didn't clear it with me. They said the base of it was $60 for the cake.
That's a pretty standard price around here.
Before all the stuff was on it.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were going to go that much under the $100. So that's what happened here. And at some point they asked me what your favorite color was.
Okay.
This bakery.
And this bakery did not ask. All right. So which one is your favorite?
Oh, it just blew my mind, this one.
So let's get into what techniques I feel like these bakeries used. So this one, I think most likely there's buttercream underneath here, and they probably covered it with fondant, and then they just used fondant cutouts and placed them onto the cake. Pretty straightforward.
So you can see here that there's some pinhole pricks from the fondant. Now, often we do prick fondant so that we get rid of those air bubbles, but generally we prick them first and then we put this over top so that we hide them.
This one here is a little bit different. I really appreciate the clean buttercream edge work. It is very, very clean. And they made it so smooth. Like on the side here, it's very smooth. And then they probably took just some black fondant and then they created a silhouette with an X-Acto knife. And then let's go into the food area because I feel like that's a little bit more complicated. I have no idea what these are. I legitimately don't know. I'm going to assume before I take it apart that just looking at this, because oftentimes as bakers we're only given pictures. So just looking at this, I think that it is a piece of fondant molded into the shape of a chicken nugget, possibly airbrushed or dusted with some sort of petal dust, and a cookie crumb, I want to say, or maybe some cinnamon sugar on top to give it that kind of breaded look. And for the French fries here, again, I think it is either super light yellow fondant that was cut into pieces, or it is white fondant. And then again, these actually look to me to be painted in order to give it that kind of more realistic flair. And I love this. I don't know if you saw it in the close-up, but I absolutely love the little granules of salt on here. It's sprinkles, but it just adds to it so much. And I'm gonna assume, because this is hard, that it is chocolate, melted chocolate on top. Now let's talk about which one is visually my favorite. And again, my friends, this is my opinion. I'm not trying to put either bakery down. I feel like they both put their best work forward. So I am just saying from my perspective what I think is my personal favorite. And I personally like this one more, but I am a sucker for realistic food items. And I also just think that I love how tall this cake is as well. So this 6-inch is quite short and I am more of a fan of taller cakes, but you guys let me know visually which one is your favorite. I also feel like this one really took the time to figure us out as a couple and try to put it on a cake. It can be really intimidating when you're not actually given direct things that you're supposed to do for a cake. So I think it was really cool the direction that they took this in. For this one here, I feel like this was really, really simplistic. So although they did have the Disneyland on there, they had the happy anniversary on there, which this cake did not put happy anniversary on there, nor did they put the 13 years. I think that this one just went a more safe route. That being said, it was also cheaper. Now let's go over which one I think is more worth it. Now this one is tricky because as we know with pricing, it is so personal. So something that could be trickier for one bakery might be another bakery's, bread and butter. So they're really good at it. They can do it fast, which means that it's going to be cheaper for them. So in terms of pricing, this one was $14 cheaper. Now I was really hoping that both cakes would make sure that they stayed at that 100 range. But it's interesting that this bakery didn't take a deposit. And I feel like maybe that's because they didn't know how detailed it was going to turn out. Maybe they give their decorators just a little bit more leeway room in terms of creativity. So that's why they left that a little bit more open. So I'm going to try my best to base it off of the prices that they actually gave and how much work I feel that I personally would have had to put into these. So again, this is based on my own pricing. I understand that lots of bakeries have different pricing. So I personally, if I were putting fondant appliques on something, covering it in fondant, this little wooden sign here, and I was asked to do all of this, I would probably charge somewhere in the ballpark of $90 to $95. So I think this is pretty close to something that I would charge. My cakes are slightly taller, but they're not as tall as this, I would say, on average, when I sold cakes. This cake here, if I was asked to do exactly this, I would probably charge somewhere in the ballpark of $120 because we've got a lot of stuff going on and these silhouettes take a long time to cut out. So even though it's covered in buttercream as opposed to fondant, I just feel like there's a lot more detail that's put into this. So in terms of which one I think was more worth it, bang for your buck, I think this one in terms of just looks. Who's ready to eat cake?
Me, I am! Me!
Now fondant is not my favorite, so I'm really just going to be basing it on what's inside. I didn't expect this part to be hard on top. Interesting. Oh, they're
is it
meringues.
Wow.
So I don't know what these are, so I'm going to try and guess as best as possible.
It's chocolate cake with strawberry.
You think that's your
Is
guess?
that what you think?
It tastes
It
like
looks
it.
like chocolate cake.
It tastes like it too. No.
Yeah, chocolate cake with
It's
strawberry.
already done.
Is it good, bud?
Ooh,
Two.
I got a little chocolate bit in there.
Oh, you got...
Yeah, it tastes like a standard chocolate cake. Very light and moist. Would you agree?
It's good.
Super
Very
light,
good.
actually. Not dense at all. And it tastes like strawberry buttercream.
You got a chunk of chocolate, you said, though?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that tastes like strawberry buttercream. Swiss meringue buttercream. What is it?
Oh, it is. It's chocolate cake with strawberry buttercream. But I didn't know they were going to actually put chunks of strawberry in it.
Yeah,
That's
I like that.
nice. That's really good.
nice.
Really
Okay,
good.
well, let's go on to the next one. You ready for the next slice?
I'm not done yet.
Hurry! Giving it away.
Smells like almond extract. Looks like a vanilla cake.
All right, give me it.
And it tastes like strawberry raspberries.
All I taste is almond extract and vanilla cake.
Oh, I taste that.
So, This one is supposed to be vanilla almond
Okay.
cake
Okay.
with white chocolate buttercream. So try this bad boy again.
Let me try the white chocolate buttercream again.
Mommy,
Oh, it's got the chocolate in there. I got it now.
Mommy, it tastes like vanilla strawberry to me.
To me, it tastes like an American buttercream.
As soon as you get a piece of that chocolate in your mouth, though, you will taste it. Like if you can catch a piece of it without it being the fondant, it's subtle for sure. I was hoping there would be almond flake in there, like actual pieces of actual nut in the cake.
I can't taste too much. So I would say for flavor, I actually prefer the chocolate strawberry flavor. So this one wins for the flavor.
The mini nut one wins for the flavor too.
You like that flavor better? What about you, Landon?
Which cake, Landon? This one or that one? Which
This one or this one?
I think he wants more. Landon, we're just doing a taste test.
So to sum up, I feel like this one was definitely my favorite in terms of looks. This one was my favorite in terms of flavor. And for value, I do have to give it to this one, but this one was cheaper. So I feel like if you are looking for a shorter cake, this bakery has really great pricing for what they're offering. I think this video is going to be a little bit long, so I'm going to include my shout outs in the next video. And I had to do that last time too, but these cake videos, they just get a little bit long. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you can be part of the Sweetie fam. Right now, I'm still uploading daily, so make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. Also, be sure to comment, request, or ask a question. I love hearing from you guys, and thank you so much for 10,000 subscribers. Bye!
Bye.